Have you heard about manipulation of the dollar foreign trade? I know we talked about that. The foreign trade, the manipulation of countries that manipulate their dollars, their currency. Basically, it gives them an unfair advantage in their pricing. They're able to produce, they're able to take our jobs, attract our companies. We have trade laws with free trade agreements, I guess, and I would tell you this, I'm more of a fair trader. To call what we're trading right now free is not accurate. It should be fair. And what we're trying to do is, wait a minute, if you're saying that you're going to be able to take our jobs, but you have to sell back in our economy because you don't have a market to buy in your economy, you're taking, how in the heck am I going to continue to sustain that? I can't create the jobs and create the wealth to buy the products that aren't produced here. So I've simply said we should make every effort as a country. If it's going to be bought in America, it should be made in America, hopefully by Americans. If we can do that, we'll be fine. And also still have a balance out there. So we look at the different things that we should be doing. Yes, sir?
Well, that brings up a point. I'm just so tired of going to the store and everything's made in China. You can go to the store and buy produce that comes from third world countries. How do we make that transition back to bringing those businesses back to the States when the cost of living is so much higher? How we
the tax code, trade agreements,
okay.
Tariffs.
Well, that's kind of what
we're looking at all that. And they keep telling, oh, we got to expand. Well, it's fine. We can expand, and we can still, but it's got to be fair. Why should we allow China to have a 30 or 40% advantage on their currency? Basically, they're able to bring you over there and say, well, I'll offset your cost of energy. I'll get you a building, and I'll even subsidize your labor. How can we allow that and then say, okay, that's fair, and then you can bring your products back in because we don't have a tariff on it? That's not. If you're going to have a 30% subsidy, pretty common sense, should you have a 30% tariff if it comes back in? Maybe to make a company in America with their ingenuity think before they go over there just for the sake of the profit. And then we can't tax them on the profits they make offshore until they bring it back. So they're going to keep the money. How much money is being offshore? There's a lot of things. I'm just saying, I'm learning. But I'm asking a lot of questions because it doesn't make sense. What we're doing this morning is common sense, coffee and common sense, and I've always said this, we probably got more common sense how we try to live our lives, live within our boundaries, than most of what happens in Washington.
And I'm going to pass out.
She's going to pass out some comment cards, anything that you have that's, and really any of you have a direct concern, before we leave, Sarah and Kelly, let us know. Let's open up. Who else? Yes, ma'am.
I'll talk all day. I would like to hear some discussion about clean energy, clean coal technology, wind power.
West Virginia has a portfolio which we've had. We've said you have to use everything. We've been blessed with coal.